Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're going to do a live review for VR Japan. Let's quickly look at the options. So as you can see, I have it set for nighttime. I have it set for fast, smooth locomotion, and I have it set for smooth turn. Now the smooth turn is kind of slow, but let's go ahead and start anyways. Now, VR Japan released January 10th, 2021 for the HTC Vive and the Oculus Rift. It normally retails for $10. And I actually purchased this on a VR Zen bundle on Indie Gala. I believe currently it's 6 games for $5. I think it's a great deal. And I'll put a link on this video where you can get that on Indie Gala at that price. It's an amazing price. But actually, I would recommend paying full price if you can afford it. Because this experience is worth the full normal Steam price of $10. I didn't buy it because of the mixed reviews. I think this is mostly positive reviews on Steam right now. And some big reviewers put this game down and said stuff like, this is a kind of experience you can get on Steam VR homepage. And, I mean, that's not totally false. But I would say it's mostly false. There is nothing like this on Steam VR homepage. But I think what they mean is that although you have hands here, you see you have avatar hands, you can't interact with items. So you can't pick up items. There is nothing to do except to look around and experience the location. So you can consider this more like a walking simulator. Nature walk simulator in VR, even though this is an urban landscape. But really the only point is to enjoy the view. And this dev did an amazing job of putting this together. There's also some negative criticisms about this experience. And let me keep exploring while I'm talking. I just wanted to make sure that y'all knew that, what this game is and what it isn't. And you can see there's nothing of this quality on Steam VR homepage. But like I said, there was another allegation against this dev. I think some people called it an asset cash grab or an asset flip, and that's just not true. This dev did create these assets, and then they decided to make them available on the Unity Steam Store, the Unreal Asset Store, the Unity Asset Store, and the Unreal Asset Store. And lots of devs do that. I don't know if this is something new to reviewers, but devs do put their assets, and they can, as long as they're original assets. There's no problem them putting up for sale for other devs to use in their own games. But these are original assets created by this dev for this experience. And you can see on Steam, there's less than 100 reviews for this experience. So I'm not going to say it sold badly, relatively speaking, because most VR games don't even have as many reviews as this one. But it didn't sell well, obviously. Otherwise, it would have more than 100 reviews. And probably the number of sales was disappointing to the dev, I would have to imagine. This is all speculation on my part. I don't have any access to any real numbers. I can just go by the Steam reviews and make judgments based on that as far as how well did this game sell. And the fact that it's in a VR bundle indicates to me that dev really didn't make a lot of money from sale on Steam. This was just put on Steam not too long ago. It's already on a VR bundle, so that indicates that financially this was not a success. And I think that there's no problem with that. It was a developer trying to make some of their money back, some of their investment, whether it's money or time. When you're making an experience like this, you have to keep in mind, not only does developer has to get all these assets somehow, either they have to create them or they have to buy them. And then same thing with the music. They have to somehow either make the music themselves or get a license to put music on their experience. So those are costs involved in development for an experience such as this. And if the developer made their own assets and then they put them for sale on the Unity Asset Store or the Unreal Asset Store, no one should really criticize that, because I don't see a problem with it. If the dev is so talented that they can create assets for an experience and then sell them on the Asset Store and have them sell well there too, well, that's good for them, And that means that in the future we get games with assets that look this good. And you can see here, there's a lot of attention to detail in these assets. These are amazing. Even just the lighting here. There's a lot of attention to detail here. Just look at this lighting. Just look how the light bounces off the wall to the ground. The intensity of the light. And just look at these textures. This game has some of the best work I have ever seen in VR. And I would put it in my top 10 experiences in VR as far as realistic looking. As far as taking you to a place and in VR it being very realistic. Just all the attention to detail here is simply jaw-dropping. And I don't know how anyone could confuse this for Steam VR homepage and all the work there. Not that Steam VR homepage is bad. There's a lot of really good experiences there, but there's nothing there of this high quality either. So I don't know why people would say something like that. It's simply just not true. And this is a great experience, and I was flabbergasted when I experienced this and saw all the negative reviews, because this is truly one of the best experiences in VR, in my opinion. One of the best, like I said, nature walk simulators, if that's what you want to call it. But again, the point here is to just enjoy the visuals, and in order for a developer to make something like this, you have to put a lot of attention to detail and the putting together of all these resources. Now, let me show something. So I have it set to night right now. This is morning. And again, look how different the scene looks in the morning. Even the skybox and the way the lighting works, even the sounds here are different in the morning. And let me show evening. So this is evening. Again, different sounds, different lighting, different skybox. There's a lot of attention to detail here. Now, developer says this is a 3-minute walk in Japan. His recreation here. And I have to say that this developer really shortchanged himself with that assessment. This is a lot more than a 3-minute walk, at least for me, because I absolutely adored this experience. And to me, it is fully worth $10. I wish I had paid full price for this. I did not know how good this experience was, because like I said, I was listening to the reviews on Steam, waiting for a sale, because a lot of reviews say this experience is overpriced for what it is. And in my opinion, it is not. This is 100% worth $10, because a lot of detail, a lot of work went into making this experience truly unique. And it is. You're not going to find another experience this detailed, this realistic looking. This is why we play VR. This is one of those experiences. This is why I bought a VR headset, to experience stuff like this. This is just amazing. And it really shows the future of VR. In the future of VR, we're going to get environments, maps that look this realistic with gameplay on top of it. Right now, this is the best we can get in VR. And even now in 2022, this is the best that we can get. There aren't better experiences visually with actual gameplay, unfortunately. But I would say 5 years from now, this is the future of VR. This is the future of gaming, and once the technology catches up with this vision, I don't believe people will want to do normal 2D gaming, not after seeing something like this, because this is truly magnificent, truly spectacular. It's like I'm in Japan right now. It really is. Would have trouble distinguishing this from real life. It really is that difficult to tell the difference. And there are some issues, as you notice there. So let me talk about some of the negatives. That was one of the negatives there. If you bump into an object, your view will be muted. As you saw there, my screen turned gray. That's what I'm seeing in the VR headset as well. So yeah, you can collide with objects and it'll mess with your view. Another thing I already mentioned is obviously there is no interactivity at all whatsoever. If there had been just a few interactions, or something to do, let me change the time of day. Let me change it to I don't want to change it to night. I want to change it to morning. Okay. And you see how different this scene looks. But let's go ahead. Let's go to the little Sushi Bar. And I like how these little locations are interconnected. And you kind of feels like you found like a little hidden place. It really is magical. So this is the Sushi Bar, and you see some of the lights are working, some are not, and you see all the signs. Just like you would see in a real sushi bar. They all have different numbers. One says 530, one says 650, one says 550, one says 400. There's different notes, different. I don't read Japanese, so I don't know what they say, but you can see how much variety there is within the scene. And let me go nighttime. Because I want to show off even how good the food looks. So let me go ahead and show nighttime. Whoa. Okay, let me show nighttime. That's where you see the food. Okay, you see nighttime is where the food is at. And again, look at the detail in the food. Now, can I tell it's a VR, it's a game? Yes. I'm not going to lie to you guys and say that when I look at the food, it looks 100% realistic, but this is as close to realism that I have seen in VR. And a lot of the other world details look very realistic. Like if you brought me into this world without the VR headset on top of me, I would have trouble distinguishing it from a real life location. It is that realistic looking. The photorealism here is amazing. And yes, you can go back in here. And like I said, it'd be awesome if there was some interactivity so you could pick up these items, eat the food or even cook here. That would make this would make it one of the best games ever made if that were possible. But you can see here, there's lots of attention to detail. Let's go back to morning. Lots of attention to detail. Here I would assume this is an underground subway. Again, I don't read Japanese. But it is simply amazing. Just to see this and to be able to go down there is just, look at all the detail here. This is amazing. I don't know how anyone could give this a negative review. I really don't understand people who did that. Are they blind? Are they not seeing what I'm seeing? I've played thousands of experiences in VR. Thousands. Games, apps, educational, recreational, you name it. Artistic. And this is one of the most amazing jaw-dropping apps I have ever seen. This is simply amazing. Now, let me show finally the last thing we want to show here. Here, this is what I want to show. Sorry. It took me a while to figure out. Here's the last part. This might be a little hidden. People might not have realized this was part of the experience. But there is in the options an opportunity to see all the different experiences in kind of like a diorama view. So you can see this is the same view, except a lot miniature sized, and you're like a giant. This is like a god mode, and it looks amazing. This is the nice perspective change. And you can see this is all the places we visited. VR Japan, if I have to rate it, I would give it an 8 out of 10. Like I said, my only real criticisms is just the lack of interactivity. I wish it had at least some items you can interact with, maybe some activity for you to do. And obviously what I would love to see, even more than that, is an ability to share this online with friends. So if you could visit VR Japan with a friend who has a VR headset and both go online together and just, walk around together, that would be an amazing experience. Even though some of the hallways are pretty tight, I would still very much enjoy that. And I hope maybe that gets added in the future. I would doubt it at this point. I don't think the developer is still working on this. You'll see a lot of negative reviews mention that there was no full free locomotion. Well, there is now, on top of smooth turning now. I think at first it only had teleportation and snap rotation, but now it does have full locomotion and smooth turning. So I would say VR Japan is worth $10. And if you have, if you want to save a little money, go get it on the VR Zen bundle on Indie Gala. Again, you get 6 VR games for $5. It's a great deal. It's a steal, obviously. This game alone is worth more than $5. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. This has been my full live review for VR Japan, a very underrated game. Other reviewers have told you this is not that good or this costs too much, and I'm telling you the opposite. This is a must-buy, must-experience for VR. Just know what you're getting. You're not getting a game, you're getting an experience, a way to experience Japan like if you were really there. There's no interactions, there's no real gameplay. But what there is, it's like I said, it's like almost like a nature walking simulator, except it's an urban landscape. The level of detail here is just simply amazing. It's unique, and I highly recommend it. I'm Fast Lawyer. If you enjoyed my review, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day.